Hello, little twirlers and motion makers. Welcome back to Professor Hoot's Crafty Corner. Professor Hoot has a mesmerizing, spinning project for Dizzy the Dragonfly. Professor Hoot buzzed Dizzy the Dragonfly, zipping in circles. What whirly, twirly thing are we crafting today? Professor Hoot smiled. Today, Dizzy the Dragonfly, we are making a fascinating paper spinner, or a paper spiral, that creates a cool optical illusion as it drops and spins. Dizzy the Dragonfly hovered. A spinning illusion, Professor Hoot? That sounds like my kind of fun. It is indeed, Dizzy the Dragonfly. You'll need a circular piece of paper or cardstock. A paper plate works well, or you can cut a circle from card. Professor Hoot had a white paper circle, about the size of a small plate. First, Dizzy the Dragonfly, we need to draw a spiral on our circle. Start near the center of the circle, but not exactly at the pinpoint middle. Make a dot. From that, draw a line that curves outwards and around, getting wider and wider apart as it goes, until it reaches the outer edge of the circle. Like a snail shell's pattern, or a galaxy arm. You want the lines of the spiral to be about 1 inch or 2 apart as they reach the edge. Dizzy the Dragonfly watched as Professor Hoot drew a bold, clear spiral. Excellent! Now, Dizzy the Dragonfly, you'll need your safe scissors. Carefully cut along the spiral line you drew, starting from the outer end of the spiral and cutting all the way towards the center dot. You are essentially cutting the circle into one long, continuous spiral strip. Dizzy the Dragonfly imagined her wings following the cutting path. When Professor Hoot finished cutting, he held up the paper. It was no longer a flat circle, but a long, floppy paper spring or spiral. See, Dizzy the Dragonfly? It hangs down in a spiral shape. Now, at the very center of the spiral, where your dot was, which is now the top point of the hanging spiral, you need to make a small hole. You can use a hole punch, or carefully poke a small hole with the tip of your scissors. Ask a grown-up for help with this part. Professor Hoot made a neat hole at the top. Next, take a piece of string or thread, about 1 foot long, Dizzy the Dragonfly. Thread one end of the string through the hole you just made at the top of your paper spiral, and tie it securely in a knot or a loop. This string is how we will hold and spin our creation. Dizzy the Dragonfly watched as the string was attached. And that's your paper spinner, Dizzy the Dragonfly. Ready for action. Professor Hoot held the string, letting the paper spiral hang freely. It looked like a long, delicate corkscrew. Now, for the magic, Dizzy the Dragonfly. Hold the string and let the spiral hang down. You can gently spin it with your fingers to get it started, or just lift it up and let it drop. The air resistance will make it spin as it falls. Professor Hoot held it up high and then let the string slide through his fingers a little. As the paper spiral unfurled and dropped, it began to spin rapidly, creating a fascinating optical illusion. It looked like the spiral was continuously moving inwards or outwards. Wow! Buzzed Dizzy the Dragonfly, hovering excitedly. It's twirling and tricking my eyes, Professor Hoot. It looks like it's drilling through the air. That's the fun of it, Dizzy the Dragonfly. The shape and the spinning play with how we see things. You can decorate your spiral with different colors or patterns before cutting to make the illusion even more interesting. I'm going to make one with bright, contrasting stripes, Dizzy decided. A splendid idea, Dizzy the Dragonfly. That will look amazing when it spins. And so, dynamic crafters, you've learned to make a captivating paper spinner spiral. A simple toy that demonstrates a bit of physics and a lot of visual fun. What patterns will you draw on your spiral? How fast can you make it spin? Try different lengths and widths for your spiral to see how it changes the effect. Thank you for joining Professor Hoot's Crafty Corner for this mesmerizing motion craft. If your spinner is twirling wonderfully, give this video a dizzying thumbs up. And subscribe for more playful paper projects and optical wonders. Happy crafting and spinning, everyone, and may your eyes enjoy the illusions. Until next time, keep crafting, keep twirling, and keep exploring the magic of motion.